Are live here from Canoga Park, California, for the IRT and Fabio Soto, along with Robbie Collins. So, Robbie, what a great matchup we had to start us off on Super Saturday.
Yeah, we have the Bredenbecks serving first here, Sam and Jake. Another, I think anytime you have the Bredenbecks on the court, you're going to see a contrasting style because Bredenbecks are classic power players, hardest forehands in the world with these two brothers, and they're going to bring heat. And right on cue, Sam with the lob serve to start the match. But, look for them to play aggressive. Sometimes it turns into chaos. Sometimes the rallies have a lot of energy on them. Not super clean shots, super clean rallies, but high speed, tons of action, and you have, their opponents, Rodrigo Montoya, Eric Trujillo. Rodrigo, one of the best doubles players in the world there. Him and his classic partner, Javier Mar. I mean, being on the court with those two was a nightmare. Mar dealing with a little bit of injury, playing with, taking my partner, Eric. But, I totally get it. And here they are in the semifinals. Eric, awesome player. He's stylings of a young Daniel De La Rosa. He plays his best when he's working the wide angle pass. It opens up the court for, I know it certainly opened it up for myself, but for him to take cleaner shots. For him to succeed, he needs to take clean shots. That gets set up with wide angle passes. And Montoya, he's just very good on the left at controlling exactly what he wants. So whoever's going to play their style of racquetball better is going to come out on top today.
Well, we just saw this rally that was near like a minute long, and this is what we're going to see, I think, throughout the match. I mean, my take on this is that we're going to see a lot of rallies. You know, the ball to be bounced twice is not going to be easy for either of these teams because all of them have great court coverage, great defensive skills. So power players, but, of course, I agree with you. Bredenbeck's such great power players as a couple here on the court. But here's the other thing, though. First time Trujillo and Montoya have been playing. So that sets a tone as well.
Second.
As a tournament. So, Chicago.
Yeah.
So my concern for them is communication.
Yep.
That is my concern. For them, Trujillo, Montoya, if they work on their communication skills, because they had some trouble yesterday. We saw them some miscues.
Sure.
They were battling who goes on the backcourt. And the problem is that Trujillo is used to playing on the left sometimes, and then he has this micro-certain pace.
Yep.
Because ever since his junior years, he was usually the left-sided player in his junior years.
Yep.
So he needs to get used to that right side, and he needs to let Montoya lead him into the match.
Sure.
That's the thing. Their communication's on point. They're going to have trouble with the Bredenbecks for sure.
Yep. And you look at that rally, I mean, just a heavy ceiling ball rally between Eric and Sam. I think you're going to see a heavy, heavy dose of that. You're going to keep it away from the Jake Bredenbeck forehand.
Wow.
The more often that ball finds Jake's forehand, just the more in trouble Rodrigo and Eric will be.
Interesting serve by Sam. So that's half out.
Half out. Okay, wasn't sure on the call there. Oh, interesting serve.
Again, second time, and I like that. I like what I'm seeing right there because that's the second serve that Sam has made like they went and has led them to that point.
Interesting serve strategy. I mean, they're picking on the middle with these two, and double lobbing. Well, it's just fascinating strategy. Only because it's like, look, when you talk Bredenbecks, you're talking, and we've said it a bunch of times already this week, two of the hardest hitters in the world.
Yeah.
Not drive serving. Very interesting. We'll see how that plays out.
Well, so far so good. They're on top, 2-1.
Yep. Montoya and Eric just look a little out of sorts so far. I think maybe it's surprised them a little bit to start, that the pacing of the match is a little slower. I think they'll adjust, though. I mean,
Montoya-Trujillo tie this one up at 2 apiece. These are the rallies that we're talking about. Montoya, of course, finishing this one off.
good shot.
3-2.
Yeah.
I want to remind everybody that after this match, this is, remember, Super Saturday, our second semifinal of the men's pro doubles. Coming up next, Alan Atera, Andres Acuña versus Conrado Moscoso and Kadim Carrasco. Wow, Sam. Impressive spot shot.
Much better.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
I think both Robbie and I are a little puzzled by those serves from Sam. But, you know, they've been giving results. Kind of throw a little bit off Montoya and Trujillo.
Yeah.
That's a good rally right now. Montoya and Trujillo, 3 in a row rather. 4-7-2.
Oh, bad serve.
Oh, there you have it. I agree, not a good serve, but Montoya was on point. Good court position.
Yeah, I think Jake needs to do a little more with that. You know, if Eric's going to give him the opportunity to take a full setup swing with his forehand, and it's in the rally. You know, and maybe for the amateur at home, that's not the right call, and it's a wide angle, but Jake set up on the forehand in the rally.
Well, that's a good play. I saw Montoya right there. He saw that Jake was almost pinned to Sam. He just went for a wide angle pass, and point number 6.
Nice shot.
Good shot.
Shot set up for Sam.
Now Jake is on the left. And you know what? I don't mind seeing the Bredenbeck switching sides. I think they're both equally good on the left and the right. So for me, sometimes it's a flip of a coin, because we've questioned that before. Like, why is Jake on the right and Sam on the left? But they're both equally good. I just think that in terms of doubles, if they switch sides, they'll have no trouble adapting.
Well, I think a bigger as far as a why, it's to have the Jake forehand on the right. I mean, Sam has great mechanics, great forehand as well, but like we were talking about last night in the Jake Bredenbeck-Adam Mania match, you're talking about top 3 forehand in the world, right? And there's a difference because, hey, Sam could have a top 10 forehand in the world, right? But that difference matters, right? Because these are edges, right? When you're getting to this point, semifinals, you're looking for, when you win a tournament, you are by default for that week the best player in the world.
Yeah.
The best doubles team in the world. So you're looking for those edges everywhere you can find them. I think Jake being on the right, Sam being on the left gives them an edge.
Let's take a look at this replay. I got to tell you, I'm seeing a lot of maturity here by Eric Trujillo. So Bredenbeck's take a timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back on IRT Live.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I'm here to tell you about my new product from MyPillow, towels that actually work. Watch this absorbency test. Here's another towel that we randomly went out and bought. Here's one of my towels with the nice design. I don't know if you can see this, but you could line a swimming pool with this. I mean, this is crazy. Get rid of it. Towels that actually work. What a concept. I'm interrupting this commercial to let you know you can get our 6-piece My Towels, regular $69.98, now only $29.98. Or you can save 25% on our brand new kitchen towels, made with the same technology as our famous My Towels. Also, we have bath sheets, bath towels, washcloths, hand towels, and so much more. And the best part, with your promo code, your entire order ships absolutely free. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use that promo code to get deep discounts on all My Towels. And for a limited time, your order ships absolutely free.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Time in is called by the referee. Jake and Sam took a timeout. And you know what, Robbie, I don't know what you think, but I think it's a good timeout.
Yeah.
Trailing by 7.
They needed it. I think they need to refocus. I mean, look, they need to get aggressive. I think they're playing too passive. Plays into the hands of Montoya and Eric. You know, they're able to just work wide-angle passes, sealing balls, slowing the game down, works into the Montoya-Trujillo team.
Not a good timeout exactly for the Bredenbecks.
No.
10-2. A shot by Sam. Going with that backhand on the right.
Yep, they needed that. They needed to just get a little something going here. 2-10. Skip.
Hand out.
I don't get it.
So
I don't get it.
That's a good shot by Sam. So just to let everybody know what we're talking about here, we're a little puzzled as to why the Bredenbecks are not drive serving to Trujillo or Montoya. They're, and we said it before, one of the hardest hitting players on the tour, power players, and they're not utilizing the drive serve. Trujillo.
I mean, look, I'd like to be, not to say it's wrong, but you know, the score is kind of reflecting our thoughts here, right? They have a weapon, both of them, right?
Have weapons that are very good weapons. They're not using them.
Yeah.
So we're a little puzzled.
That's a great shot from Eric.
11 serving 4.
Yeah, because again, I just think this plays into certainly Eric's hands. You know, Eric's just controlling rallies. Great get from Rodrigo.
Wow, behind the back, Trujillo. Too much power, Sam.
Yeah. And you see how that rally had a little more energy on it, right? And that goes in the Bredenbeck's favor. They need to be getting in more rallies that way.
We're seeing some good stuff here. Crowd loves it. And I always like to say this, Robbie, it's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've gotten good crowds here all week. You know, the LA communities come out. You know, they have it's a nice racquetball community here. No. No.
Nice down the line shot.
You know, that's just kind of an all or nothing shot, right? You leave the pinch up, you're busted.
Yeah. We're playing the patience game right now. Sam skipped.
Yeah.
Trujillo, I got to hand it to Trujillo. He handled that very well.
And Eric's more than willing to just go up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Patient. It falls right into his game style. Sam needs to push the tempo more on that. Don't get in those long, extended ceiling ball rallies.
Interesting. Now it's Montoya.
No.
Wow, what a shot to the corner.
Yeah. Bredenbeck just got crossed up there.
All right, so they're appealing for the double bounce over there that they will signal him because Sam, he held up during the mid-play asking for a double bounce, but call stands.
Yeah.
So they lose an appeal.
Yeah, you don't get to take him home.
No.
So
14 serving 4. Game point number 1. It's a good shot by
I just
Sam.
would like to see more swings from Sam like that. You know,
The serve. And now we see a drive serve stance. Let's see if it happens.
Well, let's see, yeah. Oh.
Wow. What a great response from Eric Trujillo. What a return of serve.
Yeah, you know, they came off the back wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was going to say it was hard to tell from our angle.
Good shot. Jake trying to do a wide angle.
Oh, great serve from Jake. Hard cross. Yep. Yep. Just not a good switch from the Bredenbecks there, you know. I mean, Sam was covering the right thing, but Jake needed to commit farther over to the left.
Yeah, I don't know what the Bredenbecks are arguing about. It seemed like a clean play.
Yep.
He's appealing. Call overturned.
Interesting.
Okay.
Huh. Call
overturned. Good.
I think they felt that Sam had a swing at it. That's what they're
Yeah, I mean, and like you say, you can't take him home, and it's a good use of an appeal. You know, call overturned.
Yep.
Ball out.
Yep.
And there it is, folks. Game number 1, 15-5. Pairs take a 2-minute break, and we will as well. We'll be back shortly here with game number 2 on IRT Live.
Hi, this is John Criswell. Welcome to Manufacturing Marvels. Today we're in Rockdale, Illinois, approximately 45 miles southwest of Chicago. For over 50 years, KWM Gutterman Incorporated has established itself as the premier and is currently the largest gutter machine manufacturer in the United States. Initially founded by Carl W. Miner Sr. in the early 1960s, this family-owned business has thrived through 3 generations to continue building the highest quality portable gutter forming machines in the world today. They are masterful in manufacturing KWM's Ironman gutter machines and nationally recognized as experts in the gutter industry. KWM's entire product line is manufactured at 2 state-of-the-art locations. Rockdale houses a 45,000 square foot CNC and assembly facility, and Shanahan houses a 15,000 square foot fabrication facility. Adhering to their family values, integrity, and a particularly homegrown way of doing business has made KWM a success story around the globe. KWM gutter machines are sold on 5 continents, including North and South America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. KWM offers one of the most extensive and sought-after lines of gutter machines available on the market today. KWM produces the Iron Man line of gutter machines and currently offers 34 gutter profiles, with more in development. This complete product offering is coupled with the most comprehensive warranty in the industry. Come see them at kwmgutterman.com. This is John Criswell for Manufacturing Marvels.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Time in is called by the head referee, Alex Cardona. This is the 2024 J&B Produce Socal Open Racquetball Championships. Fabio Soto, Robbie Cons. So, Robbie, that was not the first game that I thought we were going to see. I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. See a couple comments. I think a few other people are surprised as well. Let's see the adjustment they make, you know. But as we go 0-0, back to original strategy down the middle.
It's a skip call.
Yeah.
A power shot there by Jake to get the hand out. Oh, behind the back shot. Jake always willing to give us a show during those behind the backs between the leg shots. Look at the replay. I love Trujillo's court coverage on the back. And, you know, talking to him and Montoya yesterday, the idea was that Montoya's used to be playing more in the back. You know, Javier Mark plays them in the front.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the trouble they've been having of adapting, because Trujillo, you know, he's used to playing the back as well. So, you know, like I said, miscues, miscommunication.
Jake had a chance there. That was a big setup for Sam. No.
Montoya to the right. Trujillo covering. What was their play stoppage? There's going to be some clarification there with the referee and Jake Bredenbeck.
I think Jake's looking for an avoidable there.
Ah, okay.
Saying that if he would have gone down the line, Rodrigo would probably have a ball mark on his back. A small one. Just a small one.
Just a tad.
May have an argument there.
Yeah, they're having an argument about it. I mean, I don't see an appeal, but they're clarification. Okay, so they signal for an appeal. Let's see what the sideline judges say. No, play continues. It's a good pickup by Montoya.
Great shot.
That is a fantastic down the line shot by Sam. Textbook right there, Robbie.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would just, man, we need to see Sam get just more offensive, work the lines, down line, cross court, you know, bring pace, make them deal with it, because the game slows down. You know, Sam's just going to go cross court ceiling ball. Eric's going to be happy all day. He'll be like, okay, let's get in a rally. Let's get in a ceiling ball rally. No problem.
So 0 serving 1. Still very early in game 2.
Yeah, just
I gotta tell you though, I like that C serve that Sam did.
Yep.
He changed the pace a little bit, threw a little bit of Montoya off, and he got a weak return. It's a good shot by Trujillo.
Yeah.
Get the
Sam
setup.
had a forehand there in the middle. Jake kind of clipped it from him. That, you know, communication.
Wow, what a good serve by Trujillo. Down the line winner again. Trujillo's just really living up to the expectations here, raising the level.
Yep. You know, he just knows his role with
Yeah.
Montoya, and he's just playing it perfectly.
Sam. Expecting that wide angle.
Yeah, hey.
It's a good shot.
Sam's going to have to heat up here. They have, you know, the offense has to come from somewhere,
Yeah.
right? If they're going to play a little keep away from Jake, okay, Sam, it's your call.
Montoya. Good ball handling.
Yeah, hey, Montoya's going to make a few of those. You know, if you're on the court, you're a little upset, maybe you missed a shot, but you got to accept it, right? He's dynamic in the front. He's the #2 player in the world for a reason. This is one of the reasons why is his front court game is excellent. Yeah.
But he doesn't get enough credit for it because usually Mar is the one that gets credit for front court coverage.
Absolutely.
That's the
Absolutely.
thing. Mar is usually the one that surprises everybody in the front of the court, and it's almost Rodrigo in the back. But right now, Rodrigo's kind of switching it up.
Yeah, with Montoya, you see the front court in his singles.
Yeah.
Right? His ability to just kind of stand in front of you and just cut the ball, dink and dunk, and just kill balls with his hands.
What a great pass from Montoya all the way to the right. Caught Sam off guard. 5 serving 0 now.
Yep.
If there's a time to make a change, Robbie, this is it.
Yeah, you know, it's hard cross and in ceiling. Set up.
Oh.
Yeah. I think Sam had the advantage there. He let that go for Jake. I think he should have just clipped it.
Look at Trujillo, how he did that down the line shot. And then Montoya crosses it, and it hit the crack on the right. Just unfortunate bounce there for Jake.
Yeah, Sam needed to just stay slid over to the right there.
Wow, good get there by Trujillo. Wow, great defense on this rally.
Good pass.
Jake gets the setup. Wow. Wow, what a great rally. We saw a lot of defensive plays right there, a lot of diving. Crowd loves it. Crowd's cheering right here.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. They deserve it, man. They deserve this love from the crowd.
Yeah, Jake, you know, that rally, long rally, I thought Jake had some leverage in the front with a couple pinches. He just left up. You know, he's not putting the ball down the way Montoya is, especially in the front court.
We'll take this opportunity to thank Zurich Construction, of course, a safety timeout. Zurich Construction always concerned with the safety of our players. And Robbie, we're kind of getting to the midway point here of the game number 2. And again, I'm surprised. I'm surprised at the score. And, you know, we're talking about those drive serves that, you know, probably the Bredenbecks were expecting to see from them. But on the other hand, you got Montoya and Trujillo, who are not exactly bomb serving either.
No, but that plays into their game.
Yeah, of course.
Right? You know, this is, with many great Mexican doubles teams, stylistically, this is how their greatness is shown, right? It's positional racquetball, ceiling balls, lob serves, controlling the middle. I call it building the fort, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to build the fort. I'm going to make you out. You're going to have to shoot around me, shoot through me, kill balls, right? And they're playing it to a T right now.
That middle serve to Montoya, again, from Sam. That's a great pass from Jake. Wow. Just way out of the reach from Trujillo. It's a good pass by Jake.
Yeah. And that, you know, things like that are very repeatable shots, right?
Yeah.
It's not like he had to make the spectacular there. It just had to be a high quality, down the line pass, wins a rally.
That's a skip by Montoya.
Skip. You know, and then, you know, that's almost working like fool's gold, right?
Yeah.
They're getting a skip out of Montoya, but it's not happening often enough, right? But when you're on the court, you see it like, oh, look, there's a skip. I got a point. I should keep doing that. Just not enough points.
Mm-hmm. Serving one.
Unless he didn't skip that. That might have been a point. I might have checked that.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a missed shot by Jake.
And that falls right into Trujillo's wheelhouse when he can go and attack with his passing.
Yeah.
His passing ability is elite. It's probably one of the biggest strengths of his game that's taken him to the top 10 in the world very quickly.
Yeah.
Is his ability to hit down the line, cross court, the wide angle passing. Ah, Jake.
8-1. So just a reminder for everybody, after this match, 15 minutes after we're done, Alanatera Andrés Acuña will take on Kadim Carrasco and Conrado Moscoso. That's our second semifinal of Super Saturday in men's pro doubles.
Yep. Just forcing the Bredenbecks to make shots from deep, working the ball around, and a switch.
So now we see Jake on the left.
Oh, big setup. Yep. It just kicked funny out. Montoya's looking at the back corner.
Yeah, you knew that was coming.
Yep. But you just see just a high level of comfort here from, you know, Montoya and Eric. And oh.
Wow, great pass. Trujillo just taking a nap there. That's the miscues that we were talking about, that we were mentioning it earlier on. Communication is key. Cue. So Sam and Jake get on the board again. 2 serving 9.
Right angle. Better swing there.
Let's take a look at this replay. Yeah, it's quite the shot from Jake.
See, and this is, Bredenbecks are starting, drive serve a little more. And, Montoya is working on his glasses here, or tether, but just taking a little time, right? Slowing things down.
2 points in a row for the Bredenbecks. Sam to the serve. Again for that middle.
Yep, just on the pass. Yep.
What a great shot by Trujillo.
But uses his pass, creates an easier setup for himself, and then he ends the rally, right? Plays right into his wheelhouse. Oh, great shot, great pickup.
Down the line winner, Montoya. Easy play. Look at Montoya's court position, though. How far up front he was, because he was anticipating that shot.
Yep.
Take a look. Easy play. 9 serving 3. Trujillo.
Eric just working, working the ball left.
Yeah.
Methodically, ceiling ball, cross court, ceiling ball. It just, again, playing right into their strategy. That's tough. You talk about Montoya's hands. It reminds me like his partner Javier Mar, his old partner.
Guys, take a timeout. We will too. We'll be back shortly here on IRT Live.
I played a lot of matches when I was playing the WRT with the gearbox ball. It's a different ball than the other ones. I think it's better for the game. It's durable. I think for fans it's going to be more enjoyable. The rallies are going to be a little
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again here from Canoga Park, California. This is the 2024 JMB Produce Socal Open Racquetball Championships. Fabio Soto and Robbie Collins here. Robbie, almost the same scenario in game one. Montoya and Trujillo were ahead about by 8 or 9 points, and that's when the Bredenbecks took timeout in game number one. Similar situation here, but we're deep now in game number two.
Yep.
What are your thoughts?
I just think Eric and Rodrigo are playing super comfortable, exactly into the style of racquetball they want to play. The game is slow. See, like another ceiling ball rally here. Comfortable swing. It's a comfortable swing. Jake and Sam have switched sides, and I think it's just more for, I don't think it's better per se, but it's different. It's variation. They're searching a little bit right now, right? They're looking for just a change in the momentum. Right angle.
Wow, blasted down the line.
Great
Sam.
down the line.
And you touched a very important word there, comfort. You need to make your opponents feel uncomfortable, not let them swing comfortably.
Yep.
That at least gives you a shot to do something different.
Right. Another point.
That's 13. Well, just a reminder to everybody after this break, we'll take about 15 minutes after this match. Moscoso Carrasco versus Acuña and Natera, our second of the semifinals of the men's pro doubles here in Super Saturday.
It's a great swing from Jake.
So 2 points after that timeout from Sam and Jake. Let's see if they can turn the tide right here.
Love the forehand. Yeah.
Wow. Trujillo, just amazing shot. And just Sam not giving his best effort right there in that, that serve.
The quality just has to be better. Has to be better. Big setup for his forehand.
Good wide angle.
I think they'll take 10 more of those.
Yeah. They are appealing a short serve. They're appealing the short serve, but call stands. So I want to thank everybody for watching and tuning in. Remember, like our post, share our feed, keep following us on social media throughout this Memorial Day weekend. Shout out to everybody watching all the way on the East Coast. Serve.
Is that a court hinder? Is that what that is? No? Yep. Other setup.
Yeah, that was double bounce.
Yep.
I don't see the score changing though. There we go.
There it is. Yeah. Good on Rodrigo and Eric there. Calling that on themselves. We do the best we can out there. It doesn't always happen, but we should recognize it when you see it.
Well, and Jake just took a really good, accurate shot right there because they left the whole right side of the court open.
Yep.
And that shot to, have that result, have to execute it perfectly. And Trujillo could barely get it. He dove, he made the effort, but that was a fantastic shot by Jake.
Yes.
Oh, that was an easy return.
Yeah, that's at this point not where I would go with the drive serve. I know it just. I think it's either got to go in the middle. I think it needs to go to the right. It just. Montoya is too comfortable right now. I mean, he's just made a bunch of half swings, flicks, and he's rolling them out.
How about Trujillo right there? That's a kill shot to earn their first match point. 14 serving 5, game number 2. You look at the scores, it's no pace change. Everything's pretty much the same.
Identical.
Let's see. First server, Trujillo.
Set up. Oh.
Set up. No too much heat there. Jake bringing it home. That's a handout. Let's see if the Bredenbecks can fight off the second match point.
No.
And that's a mistake right there by Bredenbeck. And ladies and gentlemen, Montoya and Trujillo are your semifinal winners, 15-5, 15-5. Robbie,
Yeah, it just bad day at the office for the Bredenbecks. Credit to Rodrigo and Eric. They played their style of racquetball perfectly, put tons of pressure on Jake and Sam. You know, congratulations to them.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Conrado Moscoso, Kadim Carrasco versus Alan Natera and Andres Acuña for the IRT, and Fabio Soto along with Robbie Collins. We'll be having about 15 minutes here on IRT Live.